Today is World Down Syndrome Day, a day observed by the United Nations since 2011. The 21st of the month was selected because Down syndrome occurs when a person has an extra partial or whole chromosome of chromosome 21, a copy of it. And joining us is Michelle C. Whitten, who is the president and CEO, along with the co-founder of Global Down Syndrome Foundation, which happens to be here in Denver, which is great. And so for those that don't know about you, I don't know how they don't, but you started this when your daughter was born.
Yeah, Sophia's a freshman at Regis University. When she was born, there wasn't a lot being done on research and medical care. And of course, our focus at Global is elongating life and improving health outcomes, because that third chromosome 21 creates some unique medical issues in addition to some awesome people.
Yes. For people who don't know how Denver has become such a hub when it comes to research and the effort to fundraise, tell us about how Global came to be. Obviously, you being here became a magnet, but what happens here in Denver?
Yeah, so we have the C Center for Down Syndrome at Children's Hospital Colorado, which is now the largest pediatric in the U.S. and probably second in the world, only to Paris. And then Cernic Institute for Down Syndrome at the University of Colorado, but also a Boulder chapter, so it's both. We now have over 200 scientists working on Down syndrome, and we have over 67 NIH awards, 4 clinical trials, some that have already shown to improve health outcomes for people with Down syndrome. So we're really living the dream in terms of our goal and our mission.
You just spoke at the United Nations
last
Friday.
Yes.
I mean, that's how big of a deal and how we're so fortunate to have this here.
Yes.
I guess for anybody, a parent or any person with Down syndrome, they should know there's so much to be excited about and be thrilled about.
Absolutely. I mean, people are going to college, they're getting married. You know, so we still have some, work to do on the employment. But again, if we can also get them healthier for longer, we also have been really trying to work really hard. Jamie just posted something about our beloved Deandra Dixon just moments ago. But, why is an African American or a Black person with Down syndrome, their lifespan could be as low as 36 versus a Caucasian that's 60. So we still have a lot to do in terms of the research and the medical care. Get them healthy. Once you include them, they take off, but we need them healthy.
When you talk about that kind of research and funding, though, you've been such an advocate. You talk about going to the UN.
Yes.
Seems like you're in Washington a lot, too.
Yes.
Talk about the global and domestic funding you're able to be seeing or how it's growing. Absolutely.
So we have these amazing champions on both sides of the aisle, right? If you think about Rosa DeLauro and Tom Cole and Kathy McMorris Rogers and Eleanor Holmes Norton, now Senator Higginlooper and Jerry Moran, we get to see them working together and really focused on Down syndrome and NIH research. So we see a whole different...
It's apolitical.
Yeah, it's apolitical, and they work together well. So we've just been really lucky to have that, and we have our acceptability gala coming up in June. And this year, knock on wood, right, everything goes smoothly, we're looking at $130 million for Down syndrome research funding at the National Institutes of Health. Got some great champions there as well now. But when Sophia was born, it was around $16 million.
So today's a big day to celebrate. This day in particular is a day to celebrate the advancements that we've seen and continue to see.
Of course. And what people can do. I think for decades before it was about what they couldn't do, and now the whole paradigm has changed. It's what they can do.
Great.
Check it out, Global Down Syndrome Foundation. They got a big dance party Friday night, and then the fashion show is always in the fall, but there's a lot to learn about. Michelle.
Yes, thank you.
Keep going.
Always good to see you.
Thank you so much.
You do it.
Happy World Down Syndrome Day.